So I'm Yuvraj Keenoo, and I'm tech lead in one of the team at MCB, and we are located in Mauritius, the Mauritius Commercial Bank. Yeah, so there are many, in fact, like fragmented process, like we have mentioned, is where we had disconnected processes. There were many scattered and manual processes, and that was a big issue, in fact, because we don't have the visibility end-to-end what's happening. So we can have a customer onboarding started maybe, let's say today. We don't know in how much time this is going to be completed to end. It can take like days or weeks, it depends. So if ever the business user wanted to have some stats, like how much time it is taking to do an onboarding, where is the bottleneck in the process, how can we optimize the team? So we don't have any data to present. It was very difficult. But now these things have been solved, we can say, with Camunda, because we have all the metrics, the end-to-end time it is taking, the department which is taking most of the time, any escalation being done. So we have everything covered in Camunda VPN. On average, it was taking around 70 minutes to complete an end-to-end process. But then with Camunda and even with the introduction of intelligent document processing, so we got around, now we have reached around 25 minutes, and we can even reduce it even more with more automation in the process, because the aim is to now be more self-service. We don't want like customers to come to the bank. It's be more self-service. That principle is where we can allow customers themselves to come onboard themselves as a customer, create their own account, create their own product, or request their own product easily on our omni-channel platforms. The future look, if we look what is coming, in fact, is the trend nowadays is mostly AI, lots of automation, okay, extraction of data, and then we have even RPA, we have RPA in the picture, and I believe there will be other things coming on. But for me, Camunda is a kind of a facilitator, I would say, okay, because it can easily just trigger, like, let's say I want some data to be processed, to be extracted for a document. So what I will do is just send it to the OCR to get the extracted data, and then subsequently if I need to push it to other systems, so it's like, it is a commander, it's a controller, okay, like the air traffic controller, where it is telling, okay, this plane can land or that plane can land, but it's like controlling everything. And for me, we need to have that in the future also is, well, we can have the event choreography also, okay, choreography model, but even the orchestration model, I would say Camunda is the best fit, because we can easily, create the processes, we can share it with the business users. So for me, I see Camunda has a long way to go, in fact, okay, where, I mean, in companies, where we can use it for a long way, because all these technologies that will be coming, I think the orchestration has to be done. Well, for me, I see it's very easy to do it by using Camunda today. Yeah. So for me, that's how I see is Camunda controlling those different integration points, and also even handling the errors. I was telling this to my colleague also, is in fact AI, what we can see today. Well, if we see in the bank today, we have many processes, okay, and each process has their own complexities. Okay, let's say I want to have an agent only to check if there's an adverse news. Okay, I will have an agent only trained for that part, for that scope only, and then I can have another agent maybe to check the trade, like what's happening on the trade market, trading market, what's happening, and then propose some risk. There's a risk or not, so we can have an agent for that one also. So I believe in an organization we cannot have one which fit all, okay? That will be too complex. So what we need to have is different agents being trained with different data set, and then if we need to integrate this AI, so I have a BPMN, I know that if I want to check for an adverse news maybe, I will call that agent, and then we can assess, and each agent can be scaled up on its own. Like we can have more services running for the AI, for the agentic AI, which is using for, let's say, trade. Okay, if also, like, let's say in the first line of control, I would say in the bank, is where AI is communicating with the customer. See, let the AI do the first communication with the business users. Okay, but we just need to give the proper forms a screen for the customer, so when they are filling, it's not like they can input all kind of things. Okay, it has to be controlled like some drop down. We limit too many free text, so we have those data, control data, and then we push it to the AI. So we are sure that the AI also is going to give it an accurate answer. Okay, and this is then the other employees can focus on other things, become more productive also.